Hey guys, welcome to Minimalist Tackle Box. Today is Eclipse Day, so maybe I'll be catching fish while the sky is darkening. I don't know. But the main thing I want to talk about today was, it's early spring, and a lot of us with kids will be, taking our kids out and fishing for spring, summer, and one of the things that I grew up doing was fishing very simply with a bobber, a split shot sinker, and a hook. And when I was little, my dad would put a worm on this hook, and wherever we were, I'd just catch a whole ton of sunfish and yellow perch. The problem with that is with a live night crawler or earthworm or whatever. These little fish bite very aggressively, and they tend to get those baits right down their throats. And so when I pulled up these fish, 7-year-old me pulled up these fish, my dad would have to spend the next 5-10 minutes either trying to get this hook out of this fish's throat, or cutting the hook off, throwing the fish back, and retying the hook, rebaiting my hook. It just takes away from a lot of the time that you could be fishing, especially since if you're with little kids and the little kid hasn't developed yet a taste for fishing, or a interest in fishing. That extra downtime could lead them to be distracted by other things and wander off and do other stuff. So what I'm doing is what I've done with my kids is, instead of an earthworm, I put on this is a Berkeley Power Bait. It's a 2.5-inch minnow in smelt color. You don't have to use this particular bait or this particular color. Basically anything that is rubber, plastic, would work quite well. And the main thing is that when a perch or a sunfish gets this, they have a very hard time swallowing it any deeper than basically the front of their mouth. So you end up hooking them where you're supposed to be hooking them, which is in the upper lip, or a lot of times in the lower lip. I don't know why, but in the mouth, where it's easy to take out the hook, and you can throw the fish back. You can get pictures of the fish with your kids, throw the fish back, and your downtime is minimized, right? And here's a nice little bluegill. And to a little kid, my kids are 5 and 2, and that is a lot of fun for them. Especially, like I said, if your kids are not avid fisher children yet. A lot of this is about minimizing downtime, keeping things fresh, keeping things interesting, keeping things moving along, right? And when it's quick like this, they stay interested and they catch fish. And once you let a kid catch a bunch of fish, even little ones, they don't care. That's what gets them interested in fishing. And I, for one, really would like for fishing to be one of the things that I share with my kids, because that's what I shared with my dad. All right, anyway, let's see how many other sunfish we can get out of here. See if it's just all exclusively bluegill. The other thing is, because my kids are little, and if you have kids, you might be in kind of the same boat where they get easily distracted. They can look at the bobber for like 10 seconds and then if nothing happens and they start looking off to other things, they start dipping the rod tip into the water because they think that's more fun than watching a bobber. And so what I have my kids do is to encourage some action on this little minnow is to just twitch, give it little twitches, reel. It gives them something to do. Even if you throw it out there, they reel it all the way back, nothing happens. Well, they've been kept busy. They've been kept active. Active fishing keeps my kids more interested. Maybe it'll keep your kids more engaged as well. Oh, this is about as deep as I've seen a fish take this hook. But that's as far as it goes. Still able to get the shank of the hook. Still able to pop it out. I think this eclipse should be happening soon. It's cloudy today, but it looks like the clouds are parting just a little bit, just in time for this eclipse. It's pretty cool. The other great thing about this method is that you don't have to spend money buying worms. I've been doing this so long, I completely forget about how expensive worms are now. So you save a bunch of money doing that too. These Berkeley Power Baits, 2.5-inch minnows, I think they come like 10 to a pack or something like that. I've been using this one for the last maybe 6 outings, the same one. So, saved a whole bunch of money on worms, especially if you're out fishing in the summertime. You have your worms in a box on the dock. You don't go through them fast enough, they'll die. And then they smell bad and it's gross, and this just makes things so much easier. Our bay back here is pretty much completely dry in the wintertime. And then in the spring the water comes back, though it's not back up to the regular summertime water levels yet. But it's come back a lot. Right now it's just sunfish. I haven't seen anything else other than sunfish. Probably another few weeks there'll be carp in here. In the summertime, of course, this bay is loaded with bass, which will also bite these little minnows. As soon as I twitched it, this one hit. Not yet. Soon. I should just keep throwing it over there. It's obviously a school of sunfish thing right there. Nice one. Some muskie. Muskie swimming through here. Don't know if you can see that. Wow. Huh. Yeah, eclipse fish. Alright, well, the eclipse is over. Just call it a day, I think. I hope this little trick of having minimal tackle and using a Berkeley Power Bait or a small rubber grub or something helps you get more out of an afternoon's fishing with your kids or with anybody you're trying to teach to fish, and you know, that you have a good time out on the water. So that's it for now, and of course, thank you very much for watching.